Good morning, good morning. It's a gorgeous spring day. Yes, I'm in my charity shop, new find. Loving wearing this new top that I bought at the charity shop last week. And look at this. This is the stash. This is what I made from some of the stuff that I bought at the charity shop. An old blanket, old pieces of cloth. I think it was 2 blankets. I bought 2 blankets and pieces of cloth. And I used them, tore them into pieces and dyed them in 3 different ways. Well, if you've been watching my channel the last week, you will know exactly how I eco-dyed, tea dyed, rust dyed these lot. And I must tell you, I am over the moon. But now look at this. Now this is what I have. Let me just put my coffee down. This is now what I have. So now the question that I've been asked, and all the people that know me who are not creative, or they don't know they are creative yet, they ask, but what are you going to do with those things? Well, but let me just first show you some. That beautiful blanket, look at the blue, dyed in tea. It is just gorgeous now. It's just a little bit less blue. It's just more earthy. And that's what I'm looking for. I've been looking, this is that one with the beautiful embroidery tablecloth that was so bad. Look at it now. It's got a yellowish undertone. Tea dyed. Tea dyed. Look at this, tea dyed. So now I can use them. And the awesome thing is they've got now the same undertone, kind of yellowish. So everything goes together. Just look at it. That is that pale, that baby blue blanket. More white doilies are now beautifully dyed. Look at this little one. Oh man, they are just beautiful. These are not pure linen or cotton, but they dyed, and now I can use them as well. And my dogs are starting to play. Bella Blops, near. So this is it. These are my stash. I'm quickly going to put my dogs in the house. So yesterday, they are not going to stop. They are having fun. It's a lovely day out. Come Bella, come. They are just playing. Kom, buiten, binne. Kom, binne. Let me split them and see how that goes. So, yesterday I unveiled the last lot. Those were the ones that, these are all the eco-dyed ones. Look how gorgeous. These are the eco-dyed, and this is the ones that I did yesterday. Wow, just look at this. You can see I love this. So yesterday she's back. She came around the other way. So look at these beautiful ones. Oh man, these were the things that I bound my bundles with. So I've got all of these. And last night, I wanted to go and watch some tennis again. It's US Open. It's the last week. And I thought, you know what? I saw a picture of this most beautiful earthy little bag. So I thought, you know what, I want to make something like that. And now it was a thick kind of cloth, you know, really rustic. And I thought, that's weeks back, I thought, I want to make a little bag like that. And voila, guess what? I went and I sat down and I listened to the tennis because I was too busy creating this little hand stitch bag. It's supposed to work like this. You just close it like this, and now I need to make a something. I need to make something to close it up with, you know, just. And then I thought, the whole night I was thinking, what am I gonna use to close it up? And then this morning husband said, he was barely awake, we were still in bed. The first thing I told him, I gave him his coffee, and they said, look what I made. Because he didn't see this yet. He said, it's beautiful. So, and then he said, but the stitches aren't straight. He was just joking. I said, I know they are not. Look at that there. It's broken. I wanted it broken, and I put it in broken. It was a little piece of my blanket. They're busy playing again. Of my blanket that were broken. So I wanted that feeling. So I used the old blanket pieces. And then this was a piece of tablecloth, very thick damask, that goldish color. Look at it now. I mean, it is gorgeous. And so this is what you can do from your own dyed cloths. So then I also, yesterday, I took off, I was spring cleaning, I told you. So I was spring cleaning, and I saw this one cushion, and I made this cover, the most beautiful flowers that I crocheted years back, mostly 10 years back. And I made this beautiful cream flowers, crocheted them together, this cushion cover. So that has been on my cushion for the last 10 years. And I thought, really it's spring. That one now needs to get off. So I took it off. And that's when I thought this morning, next project, you see, I'm going to make a cushion cover. It's a huge cushion, square. I'm going to do a slow stitching cushion cover using all my hand dyed things. I also think because it's so large, I want to incorporate most of them. I want to use the blues and the everything. I just want to go tear them in smaller pieces, just put them down and just slow stitch and just see where that takes me. Because with this one, I actually pin the pieces together and then I slow stitch it. I also didn't make a side, so I made sure when I was done there you can see, I just folded that together and then I slow stitched that on the front. So I didn't make a seam, I did on the bottom. There you can see in the inside, I made a seam and then fold it over. So what I'm now gonna do, first of all, after this, I think, is I'm gonna use these things, my own hand-dyed cloths, and I think I'm gonna use the green as well. You know, the two. And then I'm gonna make my own rope, because that's what husband said when I showed him this, and I showed him the photo that I copied, the photo that I saw of the little thing. He said, yeah, that is just an ordinary piece of rope, but why don't you use one of your ropes that you created? So I forgot about that. So just look here. So here I am with my 2 pieces of rope while I am talking to you. I am just making my own piece of rope that I'm gonna use to, I don't know what I'm gonna put in there, but believe you me, I've got many little things that need a little bag. So I will just put that in. You see, now they said you needed a little bit of water to do this, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I am now just gonna take my coffee because I mean all of these are hand dyed, so I can just as much add a little bit of coffee in to wet my hands and then make my rope. So what can you do? What can you do with all your dyed cloths? You can make little bags, you can make covers for books and journals, you can make cushion covers, whatever. But you know, to me the magic is, I mean, it was just old blankets and old pieces of cloth that's been used until they could not be used looking nice in a house anymore. That is how bad all of these were that I bought at the charity shop. And now just look at it. I used some tea and turmeric and some vinegar and some steel wool and some elbow grease, because I mean it's work, you know. So, and I did some work, if you can ever call what I'm doing work, and I created the most beautiful hand-dyed cloths that I can now use to make unique, beautiful artworks. Isn't that exciting? So I am still busy with this one because I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see how this is gonna look. So there you see. So I put some things in there. Oh my God, just look at that. Just look at that. See? Just look at that. I mean, isn't that the most gorgeous? Just add, you see, that's what I want to do on the cushion cover. Just add this as well. Oh, I love it. So there is now my little, it's going to be about this. Okay, you can't really see, but that's going to be the end result. And I've made everything new to be used again. Well, this is just a little video to show you what you can do with old pieces of cloth that you buy at a charity shop, or what you find in your house. Don't throw out the old sheet and stuff. Dye them, create things with them, use them again and again, and make them new. Isn't that awesome? Well, love you lots, is it from Zetster's Lab. And if I can, you can. This is very, very easy, but oh my goodness, the reward afterwards, when you unveil, first of all, and then when you create something, and when you put everything together in your little bag. Priceless. This didn't cost me a lot of money, but the end result is priceless. Isn't this magical? Love you lots, Izet from Zedster's Lab.